Hey, how's it going?
Hey, not bad. How are you?
I'm good. Do you want to go out this weekend?
No, I have to work on an epidemiology assignment.
Oh, that sucks. What's your project about?
I have to make a presentation on cultured meat.
Like salami and stuff? What does that have to do with epidemiology?
Uh, no. Salami is processed meat. Cultured meat is much different.
Oh, so what is it then?
It's lab grown meat.
What? Like they're growing animals in a lab and producing a bunch of meat out of them?
No. Basically, it's taking stem cells out of an animal and putting them into a solution with like sugars, water, amino acids, and other stuff to encourage those cells to grow naturally. And then it'll eventually differentiate into muscle cells, which would then produce your quote unquote meat.
So it's like fake meat.
Well, technically it's real because it involves taking cells from a healthy living animal and letting it grow naturally just in vitro, which is in a lab, instead of inside the actual animal itself.
Isn't that animal cruelty?
Uh, well, I mean, you eat meat, right? Isn't killing animal worse? Taking cells from an animal won't be as harmful to them. At least with this method, they don't have to actually kill the animal.
I guess so. But I can't imagine this meat tastes good.
Well, to be honest, trials have been done, and it was stated that the meat texture isn't perfect, but they're still in the beginning phases of it, so I'm assuming in a couple of years they'll finally figure out how to fix the texture. Besides, improving taste and texture is definitely something they want to do, but they're focusing on just mass producing meat right now.
Okay, but why would anyone want to eat this meat instead of regular meat?
Well, there's a lot of different reasons. I mean, for one, you don't have to kill the animals, and two, it's healthier.
How on earth is this healthier than regular meat?
Well, have you heard of diseases like E. coli and salmonella?
Yeah, my cousin got salmonella last year from eating chicken.
Exactly. See, those are diseases that are caused by bacteria found in the gut of animals. And when the meat is consumed, if it's not washed properly or cleaned properly, or even cooked properly, people get sick with E. coli or salmonella.
Okay, but are salmonella and E. coli really even that common?
Well, yes, every year around 400 Canadians are infected with E. coli, and 1.35 million people get sick from salmonella in the US, and it causes about 420 deaths every year.
Okay, so how can we be sure this cultured meat isn't going to have these diseases?
Well, lab grown meat isn't even exposed to those pathogens. There's no actual animal or intestines involved in lab grown meat, so there's no risk of getting E. coli or salmonella. Plus, this meat would be free of chemicals and antibiotics.
Well, I've been eating meat for 20 years and I still haven't gotten sick from salmonella or E. coli. So I'm still not convinced on why this fake meat would be a good option.
Well, I know you care about the environment, and cultured meat is supposed to have a positive impact on the environment and provide sustainable meat sources for the growing population.
Wouldn't it be worse for the environment since these labs producing the cultured meat would be producing a lot of carbon dioxide?
Well, that could be a possibility, but there's also studies that show that the positive implications it has on conserving water and land use, as well as reducing the amount of greenhouse gas emissions compared to the amount used to produce beef. For example, 57% of greenhouse gas emissions from conventionally produced beef are from methane. Plus, even more greenhouse gas emissions are produced when clearing forests for agricultural land. So, through culture meat, production land won't need to be cleared and it can mitigate greenhouse gas emissions by allowing forests to regrow.
Okay, that sounds a bit more promising. I guess with the US's eating habits of burgers and hot dogs, it'd be beneficial to have a renewable meat source with less of an environmental impact. If this cultured meat thing actually works out.
Right, exactly. The amount of energy, greenhouse gas emissions, land use, and water use just for the production of beef alone is so much higher compared to cultured meat. So, this should put into perspective the potential cultured meat could have on the environment.
Yeah, it's starting to sound a bit better, but the whole idea of eating a lab grown piece of meat still freaks me out. Anyways, I'm gonna head to bed. I'll talk to you later.
Okay, bye, good night.
Okay, bye.
Hey, how's the chicken?
Who said that?
Me, down here.
Who are you?
I'm the chicken. How do I taste?
How would I know how you taste? I haven't eaten you yet.
You're eating me right now. That chicken cutlet you're eating was made with one of my cells in a lab last year.
This chicken? Ugh. Oh, okay. It was just a dream. Okay.